Okay, so if you will, Max and Wild Thing, if you all will place yourselves in front of the doors, you all are about to enter the firefight. I started recording again, so maybe we will have better luck this time. You all are about to enter the firefight. Kareth races in, has seen the action start happening, and Cypher is in the tech room where Stevie is up in the vents trying to make his way to the action where the police captain has just been thrown through a wall.
Whoa, what was that? Ah, okay.
Yep.
I see.
The police captain has just been thrown through the wall. Slither stands on the other side and denounces this whole police station. It's almost like the Joker in the Batman. This police station needs an enema. He's saying, this police station needs to be cleared out. You all are holding on to the old way, and the new way's been here long enough. And so he just starts picking off these police officers one after the other, and he has taken this first hit. I will say you all will get to go next turn. Carathrace, what do you do?
My
computer.
no, Nathan, stop. I activate my what's it called?
It's called the computer.
No, it's not. I activate my density increase.
Okay, so that's going to be the turn. You sink down a couple of steps, not steps, but at least some centimeters. The floor crushes beneath you. No one notices it because they are all looking over at the captain thrown on the floor. But that will be your moment. Stevie makes his way to the edge. I think that's probably enough distance for him, so he's above the vent that's in that main room where the captain has been thrown through the wall. Cypher, do you take an action now that Stevie is there?
So can Stevie come down and attack? Or is getting him there that's the turn?
That's the turn. I will say that's the turn.
Okay. Very good.
Okay. So this is where we're focused right now. The Slither is going to attack another one of those police officers. And let's just see if he does it. I'm going to do a dice roll to hit. Yes, he does, with battering tentacles. Yep. And those guys are getting blasted back by the tentacles. And you can tell that it is stunning them all. Just the first hits are stunning them. Okay. The next people to act would be Max and Wild Thing. What are you guys going to do? You're standing outside the police station.
I think Wild Thing's got Dex on me, so she can go charging in first.
And I say, I'm going to go find Rogers. You deal with him. I'll catch up with you. And I'm going to roll my perception to see if I can find the boy.
So you have lots of perception opportunities. What are you going to try to do for perception? You obviously
I'm going to sniff him out. The best way to find him is going to be to sniff him out.
Okay, so roll your perception. Just tell me how much you make it by.
Okay.
That's awesome. You just sniff the air and know.
It's his cologne. Oh my god.
I think I got it by 4.
Yeah, that's the what is the Sex Panther. That's because you know it's real. You smell that, and you know he's here, and you know that he's probably not in the main room. You smell it at a distance, but you know he's here.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Does that take up my whole face?
No, it's just a perception roll, and I'll ask you to roll it periodically to give you kind of a warm or colder, and that's the way I'll work it.
Okay. Then I will move. And the door is closed, so I'm headed for the door then.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna take us into combat. It should be fun.
Measurements. There you go.
Okay. So,
Can I open that door?
I don't think so. If you will just put your token on the inside of it. I don't think you can open it. Max, I'll let you have an action too before we get into the combat, since I was trying to do a little bit of round robin.
Okay. I will follow her in then.
So, soliloquy, as I see these police. Your precinct is under attack. You need to secure it.
Roll your presence attack. See if they pay you mind, or if they don't.
Okay. Yeah. I'll be my regular presence, so let's do this.
Is that right? That's a lot of presence.
Yes. I have a lot of presence.
Yeah, and that's without the roar too. Yeah, they are immediately impressed by you, and they are. So they just say, "Yes, we know. We just heard the explosion. We'll follow you." So they're gonna follow you.
Okay.
Max, you walked through the door after her. Are you gonna do anything else, or are you just gonna be heading toward the main room?
Just heading towards the main room. I'll just kind of tip my imaginary hat. Just here to help the boys in blue.
Okay. They.
Saying that I'm all in blue as well.
That's great. Okay, so Slither's gonna take his turn. He's gonna just keep hitting folks. And he's just gonna bash this person in, this first one that he's hit.
Is he killing them?
No, he is hitting them broadside with a tentacle from his hand. And these people are, it's almost like a back slap. And it is clearly not comfortable, but it's almost like a boxer punch. And these people are being stunned. With this second hit, this person's not knocked out, but he's close. Okay, so that was Slither's action. Cypher, you get to go.
Okay. What phase are we on, or are we on phases yet?
Turn 1, segment 12.
Oh, okay. So from the back, Cypher will... Oh, where's my movement? He'll come out of the back room, and I think my 12 meters will get me to here.
Okay, move your token. That's your full turn.
That's my turn, yeah.
Okay, great. Carathrace, it's your turn.
Okay, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have turned on density increase, so I'll turn it off now and then start moving towards the enemy.
Okay, is turning it off your full turn? Is that a phase action?
I have no idea.
Usually turning off a power is a 0 phase action.
Okay, so you turn off turn off your power and tell me where you, just place your character where you want it, and that will be your turn if you take your full movement. Now, do you I think you have enough. No, you're not going to use super, are you? You're just going to run, aren't you?
Yeah, is 1 hex 1 meter or 2?
1. If you press shift and drag, it will measure it for you as you're moving. Is that right, folks? Shift and...
It does, but it kind of does it in a weird way.
It does do it in a weird way. I think I'm doing snap to grid, I guess.
I've got mine. If I just actually, it doesn't move it though. Yeah, it does.
You can also just right-click on your character and set under
toggle the manage.
Yeah, measure movement. Then whenever you drag it, it measures.
Cool. So are you using your whole phase to move toward the commotion? Or are you wanting to do
Yeah,
anything?
it was 12 hexes. I didn't use the measure because I was going around a corner.
No, that's cool. So you didn't top the table. Okay, so that's your entire action for this phase. I will go on, and it will be Wild Thing.
Oh yeah, I had to step away from the computers for a second. Had a little thing here. Pass me around. I'll get back to me in a second, okay?
Okay, you're holding your action. It's Stevie's turn.
I will tell the cops. I say, follow him.
Okay, so they're gonna follow after Max while you take a moment.
Okay, so Stevie will come around the corner. Do I need to make a perception to see?
No, I mean this is pretty open area. I don't think. Are you looking for something in particular, or are you just wanting to be able to see what's going on?
I'm looking for Slither.
Oh, he is just broad daylight hitting everybody that he sees. So you're not going to have much difficulty trying to find him. He's standing right there outside a busted down wall. So it's pretty obvious.
Okay. So from where I'm at, let's see.
Oh, is Stevie trying to hit Slither?
Yes.
Okay. And you rolled a 10 for a DCV of 10 or less. You will hit Slither. Stevie will hit Slither.
Okay. So this is a no normal defense.
Okay. And what is the defense?
Being insulated.
Okay, he is not insulated, so if you will roll the damage. Oh, he's being electrocuted, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
24 stun. It doesn't do body. It's no normal defense.
Okay. He is not happy
Wow, that
about
was
it.
awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so he is not stunned, but you can tell he's just been shaken through and through, electrocuted by Stevie's blast. 24, 34, 40, that is right. Okay, so way to go, Stevie. That is Stevie's turn. Max, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to take a full phase teleport, and I'm going to, since I don't see anybody here, I'm teleporting to there.
Okay.
You want to take the cops with you that I told to follow you?
They can follow me. I'm not going to be teleporting into combat, tagging along a bunch of squishies.
Okay, so you took your whole phase right there to teleport?
Yep, that's my full. It was like 22 meters, 23 meters.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm here to protect them, not take them into certain death.
Okay, cool. So then the officers are all going to go, and you can see that the officers are taking cover. I'm not going to move them all right now, but they are basically trying to get out of the way. Over here in this area, you can see some of the officers have turned over some tables to try to get some cover from him, from Slither. But interestingly, some of the officers have come to get in front of him and are like gonna encircle him with their own, bodyguard squad. So they are going to move to be around him, protecting. Not all of them. And you can see that there are some that are going to move to protect and some that are going to get out of the way. They can't get to him in the turn totally.
Now, you broke up for me. Did you say that there's some guys protecting him or protecting the other fellow soldiers?
Yeah, there are some that have moved closer to him and have not fired. and then there are some that have moved out of the way, and then some over here in this bottom right-hand area have turned over some tables to try to get some cover from him.
Okay. Is it me or does he fade in and out for anybody else?
He fades in a lot.
Okay, let me see what I can do about it.
But you're using your phone, aren't you, Silkite?
I am.
So whenever you're talking, you need to be looking right at your phone. That'll keep you clear to us.
Okay, that's what I'll do. Does this
If
help you?
If you move your head side to side, then you fade.
Okay, can you all hear me right now when I'm speaking?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do better.
I hear you when you say that they turned the tables over, but when you go to tell me what the ones moving towards him did, you fade away.
Yeah, so those ones that are moving toward him have not drawn their weapons at him. They're moving toward him. Everybody else is trying to get away and out of the way, and those ones down at the bottom have turned over tables to get some cover.
Okay, they moved towards him, but they didn't draw their weapons, you say?
That's right. That's right.
Gotcha.
You still have a held face.
Even though I don't know any of this.
Yeah, no, I'm explaining it well to you, though.
Yeah.
You have a held face if you want to take it.
Yeah, I'm going to move. Remember, I'm heading towards where you said Rogers is.
Yeah, will you make another perception roll as you round that corner?
By 4.
Okay, you know he's further toward the back of the building. So you've come around the corner. You're going to have to go through all that bullpen area and keep making your way.
Okay, to back around here.
Where is around here? Yeah, that in that direction, but you don't know which room over there. But you know it's back.
Okay.
You're going to have to make your way through.
Okay.
Okay, so you've made your movement, and I'm going to make that your turn unless you want to do something else as you come around. I don't know that you can.
I see this person I've never seen before.
Oh, yes, the red-headed person?
Yeah. Kara, are you in a superhero guise or no?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I will say, woman, leave this place while you can. We will protect you.
You're currently looking at muscles are bigger than your head.
So she's muscly muscles.
Yeah, but
Still.
you may be muscular, but you aren't. That's what I'm looking for. You don't look like a superhero because you're dressed in, I'm assuming, a suit or something.
This model.
How are you dressed again? I missed that.
Yeah, so normal clothes, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you've given her an instruction. She shrugged it off, and I will say that's the end of your face.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's my 0 phase. Done.
Okay, so this is post 12. We will get into Slither takes a turn and moves forward. Slither moves forward here and does not attack these officers that are in front of him, but does look back to the right and attack this officer. This one over here. Let's see. He's going to have a penalty because he's behind some cover. Let's see if I can...
He's not going to attack Stevie?
Where is Stevie? I didn't see him.
Stevie is...
Over here. Right
Oh,
there.
yes. He will have moved over here, but he is going to attack Stevie. But that's going to be a pretty far penalty. Your ruler. Where is the ruler?
Where's the ruler? I was looking for the ruler too. I can't
19. F4.
Thank you. What's the negative for that? Far away. Goodness. Distance.
19. -3.
Thank you very much for that. Okay, so he is going to tentacle wrap. Trying to -3. DCV 5 or less.
That would be a miss.
Okay, so you see tentacles like slurp around and are like clawing at Stevie, but Stevie's it's almost like they're out of range, out of reach, and they just don't get to him. But you can know that, and maybe it was because he moved and he just didn't make connection. So that is Slither's turn. So
Well, Stevie is only like 2 feet tall, so he's got shrinking, so he gets a bonus to DCV.
yeah, so he wouldn't have hit anyway. So he didn't. It's your turn. Cypher's turn.
Cypher's turn?
Mm-hmm.
So, from where Cypher is, could I see that Stevie was just attacked?
Where are you?
I'm way down here.
I don't see.
For whatever reason, my tab button is not working to...
You probably wouldn't have seen it actually because the tentacles wouldn't have reached your view, right? And he didn't make it to Stevie. So I'll say no, you wouldn't have seen it because you're at the end of that hallway. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen that.
Okay. Well, I have teleport. And so I can teleport 30 meters,
Okay.
which would bring me to here.
Great. Okay, you are fully in. Is that your full turn?
That's a half move.
Great.
And so I'm going to prepare to dodge.
Okay. Do I need to? Is that's actually an abort to dodge, or is it a how do we do that?
So I'm put me down as a half move. So yeah, I think you click on the little button beside.
If he's actually just doing a half move and dodge, that's just the action. He goes to a dodge. He just gets the DCV bonus.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I get attacked, I get +3 to my DCV.
Cool. Okay. So that you didn't have to abort. You just used it to dodge. Got it. You would have to abort your next turn if that's what you were choosing to abort. But in the moment, you can. Got it. Okay. So Karathrace, it's your turn.
Oh shoot! I only moved half my movement last time.
Well. What do you do this turn?
Moving closer.
So you are you going to run that far, that fast? Or are you going to jump?
I'm gonna run.
Okay, what is your full running?
24.
Is that your full or is that non-combat? I think it's non-combat. Your regular running is 12.
When it says run 12/24.
Yeah, but I think that the 20 is it isn't it the 12 that can be used in combat?
I have
Yes. 12 is your combat move. 24 would be your non-combat move, which puts you at minuses and DCV and.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, so you have moved.
Shoot to 20 at a penalty. That's fine.
Okay, so you can, and you will have the penalty. What is the penalty for that? Because basically,
DCV.
yeah, his DCV is pretty bad anyway. So we'll leave it at that. You have moved into the middle of those 4 or 5 officers that have not drawn their weapons, and you are very close to Slither. Are you going to say anything now that you've gotten that close?
Knock it off.
Okay, do you want to do a presence attack and see if they pay attention to you?
Sure.
Yeah, if you'll just,
I do that.
Hey, you have an 18 presence, so that would be, what is that, 4 dice? Do you round up for that?
3.5 dice.
So thank you very much. So you have to do a roll maker. I guess you have the thing to do rolls. Yeah, so they're not really going to pay attention to you whatsoever. You spoke, but it was almost like it was like not a whisper, but it was not very authoritative, and they didn't. They see you, and that's about it.
Basically, it's if a man speaks in a forest and there's no woman to hear him, is he still wrong?
Yes. Just go with yes.
Yes. Well, I think it's your turn.
Okay. I see him. I saw her. I look back at Max. What exactly did you do again?
I just teleported to there.
Oh, Kara. I'm sorry. Kara Price. What exactly did you do again?
Looked it in a straight line and told the bad guy to knock it off.
Okay. And these cops haven't done it. They seem to be standing in this circle, but not threatening him, right?
Not threatening the bad guy. That's right.
Yeah. I look back at Max.
Are they looking to defend him?
Well, they haven't had a chance to act yet, so they haven't pulled their weapons when they did. They just ran toward him. And it was clear everybody else was running away and pulling weapons to defend. These guys kept their weapons holstered and ran toward him.
Yeah, but we didn't see that, unfortunately. So what I'm doing is I am going to hold my action again. I want to assess the situation, as it were.
Okay.
It doesn't look right, so I'm assessing. I'm going to wait and see what's going on.
Okay, so you're holding your whole phase?
Yeah, I'm not moving, yeah.
Okay, Max, it's your turn.
Well, let's take another move. Oh, hold on. See, right there. Just kind of crouch down behind the desk. I just teleport to there.
Okay.
It's a big room.
Yeah, it is. It's like a one of the newfangled police precincts where they've got it's like a loft turned into a precinct. I don't see where you went. Maybe it's because it's too big a room. Did you get down into the action, or are you? I see you now. Okay, cool. Let me get closer so I can see everybody better. Okay, cool. Was that your full phase?
It was a full 25-meter teleport.
Cool deal.
I hate to interrupt. Could you take flip table permission away from me? I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old on my lap.
Well, you are not promoted. How do you have flip table permission?
I was actually going to ask you why that was still showing on mine, in fact. I don't know about anybody else, but I still have access to flipping tables.
I saw that too as my kid
It
went
says that you can click on it. That doesn't mean it'll actually flip. But we don't want to try that either.
Don't want to test it. No.
Yeah, please
no.
don't. Yeah, I don't know how to take it away from you. So please, I hope it doesn't happen.
I think it's under options.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, I see. Flip. Let's see permissions. And I will turn it off. Okay. You all should not be able to flip now.
Good. You never want to take a chance. An accidental click and woo, everything's gone.
Sorry about that, guys.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, so Wild Thing, you held. That's right, and then Max moved. So it is now Stevie's turn. What will Stevie do?
Stevie?
Mm-hmm.
He'll attack again.
Okay. And he's attacking Slither, huh?
Yes.
Okay, let's see how that goes for him. Holy night.
I had a 15 or less.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. So do your damage.
Not as good as last time, so 15 stun.
Oh, and that's funny. But this is no normal defense, right?
Correct.
Okay, not knocked out, but definitely you can see the electricity again. The bolts are just flashing across and wrapping around, and all the tentacles are pretty devastating. He is going to
He's not gonna like you.
no. Okay. That is for that turn. Slither is stunned this turn, and so will recover from being stunned this time. And that is his turn. Cypher, what do you do?
Okay. Segment 4. I'm gonna pull out what looks to be like an energy rifle
Okay.
and prepare to shoot Slither if he goes to attack. But if he doesn't do anything, I'll just hold.
Okay, so you are holding your action, but you've got let me get back to that.
A trigger.
Okay, I have held for you. Karathrace, what are you doing?
Moving up the last little bit and attacking.
Attacking whom?
Slither?
Okay, so that
Not
is
sure.
no, that's cool. So roll to
You're
hit.
hitting people with tentacles.
Yeah, let's see if you can. This is good. Your first attack in the game, and so you all see this red-headed, muscle-bound woman just run full out across the room, scream to the police officers or to the bad guy, excuse me, cut it out. He doesn't do it, and then she just decks him. Roll your to hit.
Roll for dexing. Oh.
Yeah, so you're gonna hit, and then you have how much of you're not density increased, right? So you're
I'm not, so I have 30 strength right now.
okay. So that is 6 dice. You're gonna have to do a roll maker for that, unless you don't want to use all of that strength. You don't have to use it all, I guess. It sounds like you do want to use all that strength. But where is it? Oh, so you did 19 total body. I mean, stun and 5 body. When your arm swings at Slither, you so connect, but your arms almost, it's like the tentacles that he is made up by wrap around your arm and absorb it, and you can clearly tell your impact has done nothing to him. He absorbed it, or just took it with the kind of his tentacles absorbing it.
Okay.
Which is really gross because it's slimy. Wild Thing, it's your turn.
Okay. These cops still haven't moved, huh?
They haven't had a chance to.
Oh, right. Okay.
You want to see their true colors.
Yeah, I say to Max over the comms, get those fallen officers out of here.
Which ones are fallen? There's a C1.
Yeah, the captain over there, you should be able to see, I would think.
Yeah, this guy is
This one here?
that guy got hit up against the wall, and this guy got hit up against the wall. But all of these other 4 have not done anything.
Okay.
And yeah,
So are those 2 down on their side then? Are they laying down?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if
They
I
should
can
be
do
laying-
the. I'm gonna try
they
to do
should be laying down.
the flicker if I can on them. Oh, I didn't want to flick him.
That didn't work.
Ah, I don't want to flick him. So that person. You know, flicking is fun when it works.
I threw him against the wall and he fell over. So, just throw him against the wall, they'll fall over.
Okay, so those are the 2 that are down. These 4 over here have not moved. They haven't drawn their weapons. And of course, the police captain is down. What are you doing, Max?
Well, I'm not really the greatest. I can't actually get them out of here. If they're unconscious, I can't get them out of here easily.
Can't teleport them?
No, I cannot.
Oh.
Mine is not usable against others. They have to come willingly, and unconscious people are not willing.
But they're not unwilling either.
Yeah.
Yes, they are, actually. By the rules, they are.
Really? I did not know that.
Yes, the target has to be willing. Now, items can't be willing or unwilling, but an unconscious person is by default unwilling. So I will move up to there.
Well, unfortunately, she didn't know that about your powers.
So what have you done?
Yeah.
What have you done?
I move to there,
Okay.
and seeing that I faced tentacle face before, I'm going to blast him.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay.
4, 6, 8. He's 8 away, so that's going to be -2, I think. Nope. No minuses. So, let's see if I get lucky. DCD 9.
Yeah, you're gonna hit. Roll your damage. And what? Tell us how the blast looks as well.
This is a full-on lightning bolt.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, we know he's susceptible to electricity.
What happens to me if my arm's stuck in him?
Oh no, you pulled back. It was just almost like it absorbed, and you'd like wrench it back. But you could tell that it didn't hurt him. That was all.
So 10 body and 42 stun.
Okay, you rolling your knockback.
Yep. And 6 meters of knockback.
Okay. So Slither is going to fly backward from the blast and fall down unconscious.
That worked.
Okay, that is your turn, right?
Yes, that is my turn.
I think
Those
I...
blasts he was taking before must have really done the trick.
You basically took 40 stun.
Yeah, but I don't know how necessarily Stevie's attacks work, so...
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, they were terrifying for him.
He took a little bit of a beating last time, so...
Yeah, so these officers are going to go now, and they are all holding because they are afraid. These 4 officers are going to run closer to him. Uh-oh.
Closer to who?
Slither.
Slither.
In a, like, defensive formation?
I think you could describe it that way. And at that moment, 1, 2, 3. Sorry. The wall right behind you, Max, blows backward. I will say make a dex roll, if you will, please. Yeah, so you make your dex roll, and I will say you end up, it just comes by you and you move away, but the wall behind you, basically where these bathrooms are, comes down, and you all see the one and only Boomslang. He bursts through the wall.
Is he that big?
Yeah, he's not really. He really shouldn't be. He is big, but he's not that big. Is that big enough? Yeah, that did it. And there are some agents that have come after him as well. They're all running through. They're not that large.
Just never met Boomslang.
Y'all have never... Oh, yeah, the others have. But you all haven't. I'm going to clone a couple of these. So they're running in, and that's going to be their turn. Oh, I'm having trouble bringing them in. If y'all will give me just a second to bring them in.
I knew that fight was too easy.
Well, I mean... Okay, I'm going to bring in one more, and that'll be the death of the day. I think this map is probably just built too big.
Oh, blah.
Okay.
Hey, somebody has to say it.
So, I'm not trying to throw them around. I want to bring the hero mat, and I'm having trouble getting it. Huh. Okay, the officers have acted, and it is now... I'm going to bring in 1, 2, 3...
And those are COIL agents?
That's what they look like.
Full COIL regalia, little snakes, all that.
Yep.
And dedication to the cause, I guess.
So that will be Boomslang's turn coming in. Cypher, it's your turn. Well, you still have a held action. Do you want to use it before we go into the next?
Actually, no, I was surprised to see the wall break apart and the guy come out. So I will just lose that held phase.
Okay, so it is your proper turn now.
Okay. I don't think I have ever encountered Boomslang before. However, I do recall somebody saying, "Oh, sheep," you know?
Yeah. Okay, you all see them. I'm trying to get a better camera view. So, what will you do now that Boomslang has has bursted in the door.
Okay. I don't know whether this is going to do much good, but I'm going to do a flash attack against these guys here.
Which guys are you talking about?
So from where I am, I can put it here, there,
Okay.
and I should be able to get all 4 of them with that flash.
Is this an area effect flash?
Yes, it is. So, come on up to the top. So I hit a DCV of 7 or less.
Okay. Now, draw the group, the area that you have just flashed. Because when I look at it, it says versus site group 600 meters.
That's the range.
How?
Maximum range.
But it doesn't show it for me that you've got an area on it. That's all I mean.
Oh, okay, that's quite possible.
Yeah, it just says a 12-6 flash versus site group, but it's not area.
It's not area?
No.
Okay, then it'll only be versus Boomslang.
Okay, so you rolled a 7 or less. But you do not hit him with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so what is this? What does it look like when it comes out? Is it like a bolt or what is it?
It's like not the ping pong ball gun. That's not what it is. But it's a round sphere.
Okay, cool. So the sphere goes through the hole in the wall where he came in, but it bypasses him.
Yeah, it attacks but misses. So
yeah,
it's like it's a flash. So it's just a bright light.
Yeah, but it's not. It maybe doesn't connect with his face or something like that. He doesn't see it. Carathrace, what do you do?
Correct.
Kara, are you there? Kara?
Yeah.
It's your turn. You've got a hole blasted through the wall, another clearly dangerous looking dude, and 3 COIL agents with rifles drawn. What do you do?
Do I know what a coil?
I guess you would have to make an intelligence roll for that. You are kind of an underground person anyway. Do you have a skill or knowledge of the underground or anything like that? Doesn't look like you
I don't
do.
think so.
Yeah, just make a straight intelligence roll. Tell me how much you make it by. Yeah, it's an amazing roll. I'll say, yeah, you've seen them enough. You don't have like explicit knowledge of who they are and how they operate, but you know that back in the day, these were tough guys that were once considered bad. The world is different these days, but yeah, they're no good. They did just burst through a police station wall, though.
Okay,
So unless they're contractors, they're bad.
Even if they were contractors, they just took down a wall for no reason, so they're still bad, even if they're contractors.
Maybe they're here to renovate.
Okay, so if I move 8 out of my 12, is that a...
Yeah, you've moved more than half of your movement at that point.
Okay.
Unless you do something super, of course.
Like do a move through or
Attack
move
or something?
I didn't hear what you said.
Is there like a charge attack? Or
Yeah, a
anything
move
like
through.
that?
A move through. There's a maneuver for it.
Sure.
It's on the maneuvers tab, and it's on tab number 4. If you go down 4, and you'll need to tell me who you're trying to move through.
The big bad guy?
Okay, so the big one, there's negatives to move through. When you hover over it, it'll tell you what it does.
And you'll have to put on like a -1 because of your movement. It's -1 to hit per 10 meters. So, yeah, if you put a -1 in that box to the right of move through, when you click move through, it'll take that into account.
You would hit a DCV of 9 or less. And I will tell you,
Do I have to go on the other side of him?
you didn't hit him. So you will have ended up moving past him.
A 9 or less misses? Do you have any skill levels that you can apply to that?
No.
Dagnabbit.
Yeah, so the consequence of doing a move through is going to be, though, that you have, what is it, to your DCV? You're easier to hit now. But I guess that doesn't really matter to you.
-2 DCV.
Yeah. Okay, so you all see this normal person, muscle-bound normal redheaded person run straight at Boomslang, but Boomslang is just so quick to maneuver. She moves past. Wild Thing, it's your turn.
Definitely got balls.
Yep. Okay. Oh, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, you've been along the whole time seeing this happen. You've seen Boomslang before, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen her hit. Anyway. In an attempt to curtail this combat before anybody gets really, really hurt, I jumped onto this table here. Stand, exposing my claws and fangs, and roar at these guys over here.
Okay.
You have 1 second. Lay down your arms before I eat your entrails.
Oh, man. Make your roll for that. That sounds awesome. You jumped up on a table and screamed that you would eat their insides.
Pretty much.
We're going to have to get you set up with a PR rep, because this isn't going to work, I don't think.
Okay,
Maybe some counseling.
that present attack is ferociously scary for them, and has exceeded their presence by a significant amount. What is the presence roll for exceeding? I need to find it. You'll have to forgive me for.
I think the chart tops out at +30.
Yeah, and I think that what happens when you've done that.
Oh.
Just a second.
Yeah, I'm looking for it too.
It's page 16 of Champions Complete.
Oh no, but I've got the 2 books.
So,
Page what? Page 16, you said?
page 16. So the presence attack table gives target's presence +10, +20, or +30.
Yeah, so
Which do you want me to read out?
read
Target
out.
is cowed. He may surrender, run away, or faint. He is at 0 DCV and will nearly always follow commands. If he's friendly, he becomes inflamed and will follow the character to any danger, comply with virtually any request, or obey virtually any order.
That's great. So I will say that these guys came bursting through the wall to aid in the kind of the getaway, but they step backward when they see your roaring scream. It's like if King Kong have busted into the room, or like Cthulhu had busted into the room. They are enraptured by this wild thing that has screamed from the table and threatened to eat them, and all they can muster is a look left and right at each other saying, please don't eat me.
Okay.
So they're cowed.
Gotcha. I believe that's is this
I actually took your turn, but that's a non-turn, so if you wanted to actually do something you could.
what's the reaction by Mr. I'm sure not much is going to change for Mr. Boomy, right?
No, that was all. I mean, that was way exceeding all of their presences.
Oh, well, as lay down your arms.
Okay, they can't move. They can't move yet, but when they get the chance, you'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay. I'm going to stay here. I think I heard Cypher. Cypher, if you're here, head to the back. I think Rogers is in custody. Look for an officer by the name of Rogers. Make sure he's okay.
Will do. I stay back over comms.
Okay, it's Stevie's turn.
Okay. So I was gonna have Stevie go and attack, but do you know where Officer Rogers is?
Who are you asking that question to?
Wild Thing.
I roll another perception to see if I can pinpoint him better.
I'll say on your next turnaround you can. You really weren't sniffing just then. You were scared. Yeah.
All I know is he's further in the back, near the back area of this precinct.
Okay.
It's really tough to tell now with the wafting of urine in the air.
You just cowed Boomslang. That just cracks me up. Like he was the big bad.
Stories about him. He's pretty tough, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. He is. But it's not reflected by a 55 on the presence attack. That's just crazy. What is Stevie doing?
Okay. So, Stevie has +3 flight training, so he's going to fly. Oops. Hang on, I gotta change my grab thing. He's going to fly to here, and then make a 60-degree turn and fly to there. That's 20, and then ended up about here.
Okay.
And he's looking for a sign indicating, was it a lieutenant or just an officer?
Just an officer.
Well,
Just an officer. So are you just basically going to be going into every room and trying to find if the officer is there?
yes.
Okay. I will. It's going to take a couple of turns for that. But if that's what you're doing, I will tell you when you find them, if that's okay.
Sure.
Okay. Next are the COIL agents. They actually put down their guns on the ground. Max, what do you do?
Boomslang still looks like the biggest standing threat. And he probably turned to face Wild Thing, so I'm going to hit him in the back.
And he's at 0 DCV right now because he's cowed, right? That's
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's see how that goes for him.
Yeah, probably is not gonna be good.
Don't roll an 18.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got him. Okay, 30, not great, but this, tell us how the attack happens. What is it? Is this your lightning bolt?
Yeah, it's another lightning attack. And that will send him 6 meters, so...
Okay, and you are, ooh, this is going to be interesting. Kara Thrace,
Yes.
make a dexterity roll, Kara Thrace. Woof.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's a succeed by 0, though. I mean, I'll say that's enough to is there a rule on that I'm not following? I mean, I don't know another way to.
No. It's up to you. I mean, it doesn't... It goes through... Does he go through her space? That's up to you.
Yeah, that's the way I'm going to play it. I'm going to do a thing real fast to make a roll for a COIL Agent 2, and just to make sure.
Can I just use my dex to stop him?
Nope. You would have to try to, like, there's an actual maneuver for that.
Marshall throw, I knock him back, she grabs him and throat, slams him on the ground.
That sounds good.
How would you do it? You'd have to abort your next phase to do it? Because you don't have a turn yet for that.
Yeah, actually for that you'd have to have a held phase to do that. But
Yeah. I don't think it is cool possible, but I don't think it's not possible in this moment.
right.
The other COIL agent didn't make dexterity roll, so Boomslang goes back into it. 1, 2, 3 hexes. How many hexes back did you do?
6.
6, so that's 3.
So like 3 dice 6 of damage though.
Yeah, I don't know that it's going to do much to that person. Let me look at it. 3 dice 6.
Not with that roll.
Nope, not with that roll. So Boomslang is knocked down. And this person actually wouldn't be, because it wouldn't have... It's almost like he backed up into them. How much?
Well, they both take the damage.
They
both take the 3 dice of knockback damage. Because the Boomslang, when he hits the agent, they would both take that damage.
Yeah, I'm just saying that 3 dice 6 damage isn't going to hurt the agent.
Oh, no, it's not going to hurt either one of them.
Yeah. But Boomslang, let me see, let me count up the total. So 39 minus... And really, I just want to see if you stunned him. 39 minus 22, 17. You did not. Okay. He's not stunned, but you could definitely tell that it shook him with electricity. So that's your turn. And we are going to the next one. Kara Thrace, what do you do? You avoided being hit by a flying Boomslang just narrowly.
And you said he's on the ground, but not unconscious?
That's right.
Sucker punch!
Yep.
I step onto him and activate my density increase.
Yeah. So to step on...
Dealing 10d6 crush damage.
Yeah, so that activating that power and stepping, can that happen in the same turn? Can you activate it?
Well, unless he's got something that
Prevents it
makes
from...
the activation take longer, turning on powers is 0 phase.
Yeah, and because he was at 0 DCV from being cowed, and now he's knocked down, roll your dice. Just don't roll an 18, right? Because this is an attack, but it should be an attack that should just hit. You want to just punch him back in Boomslang. Yeah. Okay, so now do your 10 dice of...
Boot to the head.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I think it's more than that, because with density increase on, you have 70 strength. Oh, you're not using full strength. You're using just your
It's
weight.
not based on my strength. It's based on the strength it would take to lift my weight.
Yeah, gotcha. So roll your 10. 25 and 9. You can tell that just the armor toughness that he's got on blocks most of that, but you can hear snapping and cracking on the inside of him.
Okay, so I'm just standing on him now. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna stay on top of him to maintain it.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Well, and actually, it's invisible power effect, so I say nothing about that. Okay, so everybody, you all see this this muscled, redheaded woman just step on Boomslang, and Boomslang, you can see it like it's crushing, but it's just like it's bewildering to you all. Wild Thing, it's your turn. Anybody
Okay. I look at both of them and sigh as I come over here and pick up their weapons. And I indicate to the police that are still standing around, these guys, seize them now.
Okay, so
And I'm going to assume that's a presence to get them there.
yeah, I'm not going to make you to roll that. And actually, with the time that we're at, I'm going to try to do a wrap. We're pretty much right at the end of the combat. So do you all mind if we do a wrap real fast?
Okay, cool.
Okay, so Wild Thing picks up their weapons, and the police officers, of course, are listening to what the instructions she makes. These 4 police officers over here are going to make a run for it. Are you all?
That's not happening.
What are you all gonna do? I mean, if you all tell me you all try to stop them, I'm just gonna assume you're able to stop them. Who?
I've got an 8-meter radius entangled, and I can easily get them all.
Okay, so I will say Max entangles them. Kara Thrace puts the foot down on Boomslang. Wild Thing, are you going to do anything to wrap up or take up these COIL agents? Or are you saying the police officers are going to handcuff them and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, the COIL agents are just normal humans and powered armor.
That's right. That's right. They can be handcuffed.
Yeah.
Okay, and the same thing. Slither is knocked unconscious. Who's going to take care of Slither?
It's going to be a problem.
So just about this time, as you all are handcuffing and entangling people, there are a couple of things that happen. First, the police captain wakes up. He's been knocked unconscious, and you can tell he's got broken bones all over, but he is not dead.
Yeah, there is something that I kept forgetting I wanted to do.
Uh-huh.
I pull out my I tap the comms,
Uh-huh.
and I send a message to Socrates telling Socrates we're going to need some ambulances there at the precinct.
Yes, I can't do a good Socrates voice, but he says definitely they're on their way. The police captain stands up, or is not standing up, but you can see he's like on his elbow because he really can't get up at this point. But he's going to try to talk to you all. Cypher, you find the Officer Rogers in this back conference room. Finally, Stevie does over here.
Okay.
He's on a table, and there are actually some officers back there that have been trying to do first aid on him this whole time. He is bloodied and broken and bruised. Needs medical attention. But you've found him.
Okay. So, I
Is he
will relay
conscious?
He is not conscious.
Just a moment, please. Sean here with driving mistakes. Hello.
Okay, so while Cypher's taking care of that, the police captain says that there are some cells here that are reinforced for supers. They are not, impermeable, but they can hold them overnight. And he suggests that if they hold these supers overnight, that the court that will arraign them in the morning will be under Judge Osborne. And he says Judge Osborne is the only judge he respects these days. So they'll get a fair arraignment, fair trial. but he's broken and bruised. He's going to tell you where those reinforced cells are, but he needs medical attention as well.
Okay. I tell him that we have medical coming. Just life still. We will handle this for you.
Okay, we got a few minutes. Are there questions or things that you all would have wanted to ask, or particular things that you would want to do to understand how things went awry? We came straight into battle, so what would you all want to do in the last few moments?
I know more about these 4 police officers that were trying to look like they were defending Slither.
Yeah, that's great. They will be grudgingly say that everybody else in the station is betrayers. You're going to have to interrogate and kind of beat it out of them or pull it out of them if you really want to understand why they didn't.
You're up.
Yes, I will. I know they have interrogation rooms, and yeah, I'm going to. Yeah.
That is not my thing at all. Sorry. Yeah, that's up to you.
You're gonna have a fun time.
Yeah.
This is at least there's 2 of them I see they have interrogation. 3. Yeah, I see 3.
Yeah, so we can play that out in the chats, but you're going to basically spend some moments, hours, whatever it takes to interrogate them and get to the bottom of it.
I'm not as good as my friend, but I'm not exposing him to this.
Which friend are you? Oh, you're like one of your people?
Yeah.
Your followers?
The person I spoke to in that
chat thing.
Yeah. Got it. Okay, so that'll be the thing that you'll take offline. You've got a wounded Rogers back there. Cypher, are you going to do anything to handle that?
I don't have any first aid or anything.
Okay, so this is wait for paramedics. Try to get him there.
Yeah.
Okay, does anybody...
The officers that are attending him didn't actually cause the damage, for one. And number 2 is I want to check the weapons that Wild Thing confiscated from the COIL guys.
Okay.
And is this advanced technology that I can steal or not?
Sure, of course you can. Yes.
Yeah, don't forget, divesting them of everything they have completely searching them down, making sure they don't have any hidden communication, something sold into the skin, anything of that nature.
This is a strip search time.
Okay. Open your mouth, son.
Yeah. But you definitely get the tech that you were looking for. Anybody have any other goals that they were trying to... Did anybody have any other goals they were trying to accomplish that need to get accomplished?
Well, my goal was making sure Rogers was safe, and my secondary, obviously, was seeing if there were any other moles in the precinct.
Yeah, I would say you're very fast on the trail of that. That's definitely goal met. Cypher, yours was to get more tech for your little army. I think you've obviously got that with the guns. Kara Thrace, you did not get arrested. Congratulations. That is... Max, you limited casualties, of course, and even used entangles. So I will say it looks like the group met all goals. And really cowered Boomslang in a way I was not expecting. That's just awesome. I still think 3 is a generous experience for this session, though. So 3 experience points for everybody. Yeah, I'm sorry that my tech has gotten in the way of it. I'm going to make some upgrades, and then we will do more. Kara Thrace, are you going to make any introductions to the group now that you're here, or are you going to run off into the night? What are you going to do?
I'm thinking to maintain my anonymity. If the police will let me, I'll sneak off. while they're doing all their things.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of ruckus around here. They are not going to be trying to hold you whatsoever. So you're going to sneak off. You're not going to try to have any words with these guys. Maintain your anonymity. Are any of you all going to try to do anything to interfere?
I'm cataloging her scent. I'm cataloging her scent.
Yeah, y'all are. It's going to be hard to forget a Amazon-like woman who stepped on Boomslang.
Yeah.
Well, I would probably try to make sure we get things policed up here properly. But if she leaves before that, I probably wouldn't catch her. If she leaves after that, I would probably try to speak with her beforehand.
Yeah, Kara Thrace, it sounds like you left beforehand. Like you saw everything going down and made your way off, or am I misinterpreting that?
No, I snuck off at first opportunity.
Okay, cool. So you are not going to interact with these folks, but that'll be an interesting unidentified Amazonian woman.
If I come across her, I'll know her.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. And there are cameras, so there's lots of evidence here. Okay, that's
And
it.
she was here for some reason. We could find out why.
Yeah, there's definitely a trail. Anything else you guys would want to do before we wrap up the session?
Oh, yeah. While we're busy doing, rounding everybody up and putting them away, I contact my people and tell them to make an anonymous report to the local news media to get them down here.
Oh, okay. To be able to see what all has happened, so the media is going to be on the scene soon. Are you going to wait around for the media, or are you going to be gone?
Actually, yes. I'm actually going to wait around for the media unless somebody less frightening wants to do this. So
you've heard the presence. We just need to work on filing your fangs a bit for the camera.
I say, presence is not needed for this. All you need to do is say the words.
In a very non-scary manner. We don't want to scare everybody.
Yeah, so let's see. Which one of you has who's got the highest presence out of you two?
Who are the two you're talking?
The two nerds.
Max
Yeah.
Cypher.
Well, actually,
I'm a lab nerd.
let's handle the confrontations with the media offline as well. So you've got an interrogation you want to do, and then media work.
Yeah.
We'll wrap the session. Kara Thrace, you rolled some hit dice. Were you punching walls on your way out, or was that just a check?
Just messing around.
Okay. Yeah, and I apologize. I think your dice roll slower because my computer is the host. So we'll see what I can do to fix that in the future. I hope you guys had a great time. And I think the next session on this thread is the last one. And Cypher actually is going to lead that session.
Which one? What session is it? When is it?
We haven't scheduled it yet. Cypher, I don't know if
We
you...
haven't got it scheduled yet. We're still trying to figure out how we're going to get it all together.
Oh, okay, cool.
But it is the culmination of this kind of new setup of, a trustworthy police and a trustworthy judge. So we'll see how it ends. All right.
I enjoyed myself. These games were really fun.
I'm glad.
Thank you for running.
I'm sorry for the tech problems, but I'll get better at that.
I wish somebody could host and have, somebody else could host and then have you still run it.
Yeah, anybody to do that in the future too. It doesn't, I'm not really even sure how to do it. So,
you can't, that's the problem. I wish there was a way. I mean, my computer's more than capable of running this.
Sure you can. You just open, he opens the game, then you save it,